So if you deconstruct that, 1 billion streams, an artist would only make about $45,000. So you may think this person is off the charts because you're hearing them everywhere. And guess what? They're barely scraping by. So I would love for you to talk about that a little bit. I think there's so much education and people need to understand this, and we need to think about how this changes. So I would love to hear from both of you. I mean, obviously we know that the biggest of the big, we don't have to worry about them, but tell us about the ones that are in between, because there are a lot.
Well, I would say that basically musicians on the whole aren't making money from their music. They're making money off of their performances, their ticketing, their merchandising, and the brand that they're building. They're making money off their ticketing, their merchandising, their performance, and the brand that they're building as an artist. And so when you spent your whole life as a musician learning your craft, learning how to be great at something, and then basically becoming sort of a t-shirt salesman because you have to be out there hawking your t-shirts, making sure that it gets out there, making sure your personal brand, making sure you're getting all the likes and whatnot. It is, it's depressing for an artist because they want to be making money from their music. That's what they spent their whole lives becoming great at and honing those skills. So it is 0.004 cents per stream, less than half a penny. What message is being sent to artists? That whether you're Mozart or you're the worst musician on the planet, you are still getting the same amount, this tiny little fraction, less than half a penny. So I think that's something that I'm very passionate about addressing. And I want to make a difference in this space and flip the script. Musicians should be making money off their music, not only their touring careers, their ticketing and merchandising.
What I do for a living is I build brands. I take something that may be a concept, an idea, it may already exist, but not be thriving. And I never realized how similar it is. A entrepreneur has the same type of challenges as a rising artist. You have to possess so many different skills now. It sounds like I watch young tech companies who struggle with telling their story, marketing it, knowing how to use digital marketing and reach their audiences. There are so many different hats, and all you want to see a company do is hone their craft. So I think it's very eye-opening hearing that artists have that same challenge. I myself did not think of that ever before. So it's really eye-opening hearing it. What I would love to know is, with all of these different challenges, what your solutions would be.
Become very important for me in regards to the independent artist space. Spending 30 years working with major talent, superstars, and watching them grow from being somebody to ultimately being no one to becoming someone from a musical standpoint. Watching Justin Bieber come in, seeing Rihanna come in, watching Usher come in, and new artists like that, you see that the opportunities that they're given by the support of a label necessarily doesn't apply for an independent artist or somebody who wants to come in. I've created a conference called It's Your Time Business and Music Conference, this is my third year in Charlotte, North Carolina, which actually offers all of what we're speaking about, bringing together the business end of the music business and the creative end. So what we do, and for us, for most people who don't know, independent artists don't even have a place to perform. There aren't venues anymore because they're monopolized by the big companies now. So we give artists a first time they get on stage in front of major executives, media outlets, social media outlets, to now network at a high value opportunity to ask those questions, but also get an opportunity to learn about business. So we give them their first starter kit on exposure to understanding the business of music, because that's what's going to be really important. And taking that concept, pushing it out of North Carolina, US and beyond is what my ultimate goal is.